You want to cut your calories a bit to lose some weight, but you're sick of feeling miserable and like you're constantly giving up the foods you love to see any results. In this video, I'm going to show you 10 ways to easily cut 100 calories or more from your diet without feeling like you're missing out on the foods you love. Hey guys, it's Corey from Redefining Strength, where we help you create a sustainable lifestyle to move, feel, and look your best. I know trying to create that calorie deficit can make us feel like we can't enjoy the foods we love, or that our meals have to be bland and boring. But this restriction is often what also sabotages true lifestyle habit changes. That's why I wanted to share with you 10 ways you can easily cut out 100 calories from your diet without having to choke down foods you hate or cut out the foods you love. And the 10th tip is the perfect way to include all the foods you love while seeing better results faster. Tip number 1, to cut back on calories, make small swaps to recipes and ingredients. I've actually seen this tip shared frequently, but I wanted to make you conscious of a trap we usually fall into. We make swaps that ultimately make meals taste disgusting. They feel like diet meals and aren't like the originals at all. And that's basically as bad as cutting out the foods we love, if not even worse. Now, what swaps you actually do make that you enjoy or dislike is very personal. For me, as much as I even love cauliflower rice is not the same as rice in my burrito bowl. On the other hand, I have no problem using egg whites over real eggs on my breakfast sandwich. I have no problem feeling satisfied with a bowl of popcorn instead of chips. Or I'm fine to use oil spray or even chicken or vegetable broth to cook in over adding tablespoons of oil to the pan. The key is really to find your balance to make meals still enjoyable while making them more calorie friendly. Try adding in Greek yogurt over cream to a sauce, or in baked goods, swap in applesauce for oil. But really search to find swaps that don't just make you feel like you're choking down diet food. Tip number 2, get pre-portioned snacks or individually wrapped treats. Think about having that whole pan of Rice Krispie treats on your counter. Once it has been cut into, it's there, and you can cut any size you want. It's easy to end up eating more than we wanted and more than we should at that time. That's why buying pre-portioned snacks and treats can be helpful to start. It gives us a cutoff and a pre-measured portion to help us stay on track. Consider even getting cereals or individual oatmeal packs, or even snacks in the 100-calorie individual serving bags. If you can't find the snack or meal you want already portioned out, you can always make your own prep and then immediately portion it out into the size that you want, so you have that set amount for later. Tip number 3, make your favorite meals and snacks at home. If you love going out, don't avoid restaurants when you're trying to make changes. There are plenty of healthy options you can find when you eat out. However, if there are more calorie-dense foods you love that you can make at home, you're going to cut out a ton of calories just through these homemade options. You can choose what swaps to make, adjust the portions of ingredients, or completely even remove things that won't change the flavor of the dish for you. All these swaps though can have a huge calorie impact. Try baking chips or even French fries. Even make them in the air fryer. Little to no oil will cut back on calories, and you can season them to your liking and make only the portion you want to eat. Try a homemade sundae with halo top and adjust the toppings based on what you like. Maybe even swapping in some fresh fruit for a sugary fruit syrup. But even have fun testing out how you can make your favorite meals in a way that packs less of a calorie punch. Tip number 4, don't wait to eat till you're starving. The hungrier we get, the more our portions tend to expand at our next meal. Not to mention we tend to eat things we aren't even craving, and we snack on whatever is available. We end up consuming more calories than we need simply because we got too hungry before we ate. Whether you fast and eat 1 big meal a day, or you eat 6 small meals a day, make sure that you're not waiting to eat till you're so hungry you can't stand it, because that's what leads to us eating a bigger portion than we actually want. Consider even drinking some water before you eat if you've unintentionally gotten to the point of feeling so hungry you could eat anything in sight. Even if it's only a little handful of something, those calories we eat to hold us over to the next meal can really add up when we do munch. Tip number 5, pay attention to the cut of protein you consume. Many of us have heard that we should increase our protein intake when we want to lose weight, and we should. However, if we aren't careful, increasing our protein intake can also increase our calorie intake. That's why we want to pay attention to the cut of meat or types of protein we're including. Now, this doesn't mean that you have to cut out your red meat if you really enjoy it. On your burger, try swapping 85% ground beef for 93% lean ground beef. Or if you're plant-based, maybe swap in some tofu for tempeh to cut back on those calories. Little swaps to the cut or type of protein add up. But also be aware that something being advertised as healthy or low calorie isn't always what it seems. Note the portion for those calories, as you may end up buying turkey bacon only to realize that the portion is smaller than real bacon, which is the only real reason for the difference in calories. Tip number 6, pack in the spices. No one wants to choke down bland and boring food. If we're cutting fat, we still want our food to taste amazing. So as you're adjusting your nutrition, don't slack on the flavor. Pack in those spices to dishes so they taste amazing and you don't feel like you're missing out, as you make swaps and tweaks to recipes. You may even find you can eliminate adding more sauce and therefore more calories for meals by packing in more of a flavor punch with seasoning. You may find that a simple dollop of Greek yogurt with ranch seasoning replaces your high-calorie dressing, or that extra garlic cooked with your Brussels sprouts in the air fryer makes it a dish the whole family loves. Tip number 7, avoid eating on the go. It's inevitable that sometimes we will need to eat on the go. The more we can avoid it, the more we can make sure we're not mindlessly eating those very calorie-dense foods like the bars and snacks that are easy on the go. They don't make us feel full or satisfied. Protein bars and even nuts, while convenient and not bad to include, are calorically very dense and not very filling. So you really want to be aware of this as you're trying to cut back on calories. Instead, try to pause for a meal when you can and consume something with more bites. Or if you need to eat on the go, think about nutrient-dense smoothies that can keep you lower in calories, adding in low-calorie fruits and veggies along with even a protein powder for that boost. Tip number 8, adjust your portion by just a little. A little goes a long way. Small changes add up, and it allows us to slowly adjust our lifestyle in a way that feels sustainable and like we're not missing out. Yet so often when we make changes, we cut out any and everything that isn't good, which ultimately leads to us wanting it even more and eventually giving in to the cravings. Instead of cutting things out, simply adjust the portions. Love your morning oatmeal? Try half a cup over 3/4 of a cup. Want your after dinner chocolate? Try getting a mini individually wrapped smaller size. You may find there are adjustments that you can easily make and some that aren't so satisfying. So focus on small tweaks that don't make you crave more to start. Tip number 9, simply read labels. Many of the same foods have different nutritional breakdowns, some of which vary a lot more than others. For instance, you can find Greek yogurts that range from 80 calories to 170 calories for about the same individual serving size. Even breads and sauces that seem like the exact same thing can vary enough to add up over the day. Even the same types of fruits vary. Fiji apples have more calories than Macintosh apples. So don't be afraid to compare labels or nutritional breakdowns of foods. It really does go back to those small swaps. Plus, in doing this experimenting and research, you might find an ingredient you actually like better that not only hits your macros but also your calories. And finally, tip number 10, the secret to cutting back on your calories while eating all the foods you love. Measure your food. So often we can simply cut out a few calories by actually measuring portions over eyeballing them. It's easy to allow those portion sizes to become bigger and bigger, especially the hungrier we are and the more we want something. Not to mention, by measuring things out, we become conscious of what we're eating and we can cut out some of that mindless snacking. Those bites, licks, and nibbles really add up. So measure and track your food. It is not only accountability and eye-opening, but it can help you make those other little changes to easily cut back on calories without restricting the foods you love or missing out. Often making changes to see results is about making the smallest change we can possible. Small changes allow us to actually replicate the habit and create something sustainable so we're not consistently draining our willpower. Focus on starting with just one of these tips even today. If you're struggling to lose fat, check out this video with 2 great tips. If you like the video, make sure to like it, comment below if you have any questions, and subscribe. We're posting new videos each week.